Right, so see for a movie be aha edeba football 360 channel so ebe DGP channel so be the way she has said that we can so the day the kaya wodi edijuba bekacho and I'll urge you to like, to share, to drop your comment in the comment section and to subscribe to become a part of the Football 360 channel. So that I can so that's where the phrase there I will hear video. Make sure so was a video that obe like it, obe share about your video. Now odo some subscription button so that the be a video that why you depend the kaya was a video. But I was so I this how we and then some of the brother and pay you know and also kakra. But let's see. The Dikai be a good 2 weeks, right? I don't know why a story be about Zakaria Fusedi on his move from Bekum Chelsea to Kwasiasa to Kotoko. Ebitoja say as a contract, a whole about Sam Kakra. I don't make a say Macau Stacy, so Macau channel is to say Zakaria Fusedi is joining Kotoko. BBA to be Sado, BBA to be Chum. So I don't even want to talk about it last week, you know. So that we catch on, but then bit be a catch on says a career for Sadie. I will do Kuba say, he be no na enkona be you know Zakaria for Sadie will become a new player for Kubasi Santa Kotoko. Or join the club from Bekum Chelsea on a 3-year deal. It's Zakaria for Sadie's move from Bekum Chelsea to Kotoko, and then other DBA Beba the VA, and then on sign contracts, and then other than some check say a contract. Kuwasia Santa Kotoko de aba brand here no obeji atu do obeji Kotoko jisi no de asi akai so Zakaria Fusedi finally size for Kuwasia Santa Kotoko yo Kotoko da no be 3 weeks so be kai year ana be here Francis Acquah story bi ba say Francis Acquah left back for Bichim United now the Kotoko edi ko wa na ko echi e wo say obeka Kuwasia Santa Kotoko team no na ediema biedu ana dey see Francis Acquah dey no kwai first one and they say Kotoko left back or Patrick Asidu no bono so we will be that Kotoko to so also be left back we be show kakra because he's become the best stay man and then he's been undisputed into no so we left back now Kotoko o person ojo na ache we ko abije biamo it's not Francis Acquah person be back. The toss be do bra coach Kasi Bengal of Nations Efra Brandt in the catcher say or person the Nations. No chance Nations Belgian League, Nations Beko Africa, or the Jumada it's longer. So these were the two things that Francis Acquah transfer from the Bichim to Kotoko. And Kotoko, Esadia Brandt in the Kudi go be last week, you know, they were expecting him in Kuba say Francis Acquah. Nations at Via Jelly, you know, it's no. It has taken Nations out of the picture for Francis Acquah. It's Nations actually get out one few picture with you. Can we expect Francis Acquah's move from Bichim to Kotoko will become a smooth sail? But then deal though as a NDTSC for beam there Accra has a folk for the real deal they will say about Francis Acquah Embra now Obe joined the Continental Club Masters Accra has a folk no they will be there with the into they say Francis Acquah na sum aye de bebre so ko has ala so ko Kotoko wo de Kotoko fo di kobo na ko ba ado de Nations ko di kobo ado ko ji Nations fo ko the two but Nations ain't be actually league you know abe ko no every Nations for aba they say Francis Acquah is torn between choosing has or Kotoko and kai Francis Acquah ka hwai ho na abeko so obeko has and also obeko Kotoko a really crabby at the bench, but then Kuwasia Santa Kotoko is still on the chase for a left back. Our Belgian deputizing their base state guy Patrick Asidu, either Francis Acquah, the Lucia story be about Lucia contract with Samatex, you know, it's ending this year. Yahoo say it wasn't a 3-season contract, but then it was a 3-year contract. By the end of this year, it means if Kotoko still needs Abranti and Lucia Ibadoa, they'll have to go to Samba Boy and negotiate with Samatex FC. It is here the Kotoko still the Francis Acquah deal no has for the whole which is all Abranti that Becca Shepard for say and then watch the working but Some pedal so when you before Frozen, yeah, and then Francis Acquah can choose to negotiate with House of Folk, enjoy House of Folk. But do House of Folk here, but be have stories about. And now I'm be a story about say Banka who has we or Joseph Abua and Albert Yabua. Two players we that the HCFC do when you go we say Kobuji League that always better come Sunday trip your League. That can and about day though. Branty be the as new players for the HCFC. They did say Branty Albert Yabua and the Joseph Abua players are obviously our Kaiba Legon cities. The Legon cities are free, the ball league or relegation. Players say players are you do both division 1 football team or also about the Legon cities for Acquah division. It all started some of the HCFC negotiates at the end of the season or what the HCFC to the Belgian league. The HCFC and TBRG League, a chance of Wood Africa. On Sunday, a brother Legon City's airborne match, Branty Joseph Abua was invited to the Accra Sports Stadium by the House of Football and Management. So, Brandon Beshaw, into Joseph Abua Ekoshebi. Branty Albert Yabua, they went to be Acquah. Beko Fabia on Football 360 channel is to say Albert Yabua and Joseph Abua, both of Lagos cities, have decided to join Edio Money Eveche. Pubiman Noma Kotoma Eboboso Accra House of Folk. I think one of the factors that's hindering movement from Lagos cities to nations, one can also be location because Omobo Lagos cities Omoti Accra and Bobo. Na woko yi na fi Accra de na Kumasi obi wonuma as or the name nyina ko Accra, so moving him there from Accra to Kumasi has come at a sudden stage into they've decided to join Accra House of Folk instead of Nations FC. Into Albert Yabua and Joseph Amua have decided not to join Nations FC but then rather Accra House of Folk. Minim the entire team bi obeko Legon cities EP 2 players ni boom. Minim so mumi no ba ko ntimi nkonya ba ko. So mumi no I mean personally can be but then I'm yet to find out the relation that exists between the two guys in here. Team bi obeko Legon cities no e to mo a opeso to mo boom. Chechuma so kakra but then inja ni sa ni nkoye. 3 weeks ago, Mekai Pan said a story be about Charles Delphi Camara to Kumasi as Kotoko Emma. When I'm catching say it is 90% off. Say Charles Delphi Camara and Kotoko. And I'm catching say Charles Delphi Camara contract not only be any good stars one. It will be ending at the end of the season. And then BBN for a promise say Charles Delphi Camara say Africa now Kotoko for kono. They believe said BBN Belgian League Acquah Champions League in Tebeyanka Charles Delphi Camara until no renew the contract it will be BBN Go Stars. And I'm catching say Charles Delphi Camara and Kotoko 3 weeks ago. Into between 3 weeks ago and Bayes our story and then now say a lot has gone on, phone calls, text messages. And then because the family of Charles Delphi Camara is so close to Kumasi and Kotoko and Komodina Kosasakakra. Now around the Charles Delphi Camara, no offer Safu Jenfi, former player for Kumasi and Kotoko, or Jimmy Dean, man for a time when running the black president. There is a family relation between Charles Delphi's family and Kotoko. Ama and Komodino na itimi ba fon kakra. Enti Bibiani for Ama Charles Delphi Camara a 3-year offer so on renew the contract on Fanko Africa Champions League. No more to na petrio. Ana Kotoko for also Ama Charles Delphi Camara a 3-year contract. Edio Musika on the Amano Ashim. Charles Delphi Camara contract only BBN Good Stars one will end or it will expire on 20th June 2025. Busumi Wumi and a 10th. In Tiaka 10 days, stand a contract and I will BBN Good Stars now. Football matches is only player or contract. Now can 6 months or between team your PBR assign a pre-agreement contract. Until no way 10 days in Podium, Charles Delphi Camara is at a liberty to discuss or negotiate contract terms with any team at Excl. And then every year Kotoko mpanyinfoɔ led by IMC chairman Nana Kwesi Appinkra Kontompuni Aferihin will be meeting Charles Mfi Kamara either with him and the family or the family. It is a branch of Charles Mfi Kamara and Timini Nabushian Anko. Charles Mfi Kamara Bushian for led by his father will be at Odeno Kwadaso, Kumasi and Kotoko Club Secretariat to review his contract situation. Now saying it here. Charles Mfi Kamara any agent Akacha Kotoko for say or deal or Rwanda or sour deal or Turkey into no the enco or bepa Kobe person called Belko Akobo ama Turkish club because based on the conversation, so it seems that Turkey club no moon and Nisika some more stroke. I want to show some level of seriousness. Charles Mfi favors a move to Turkey. And I go stars for catching Charles Mfi so more move man or Rwanda. Into Bayan renew the contract no. Now come turn as a Go Stars player. A branch and anti I say. Into see and come on Bejina say on sign Kotoko and our uncle Turkey. Minim say Kawana Yawa Busheni and Ankawanya de or Turkey or Kobo. Minimum footwear man. Yeah, so Turkey way na Caribbean answers ya also you. Into Woodry is Kahon, no one who so home. I mean, ordering Papa, no one bonnet. So Charles Mfi and his father, and I said Charles Mfi, ne Papa, and then FBA, either some mean Beko and ne Papa Bekono. Together with his agent, Omako, Kumasi and Club Secretariat, I could review terms are Kotoko for the Bemano. No, I have contract and so the contract because and come on, just say ne uncle, Safajan Vise, at least. Even if it's to be a year, Charles Mfi Brano Beboma Kotoko, and so that's what person to cry in the Kekwa chair with me to cry. So Charles Mfi said that 3 weeks ago, the move to Kotoko was 90% off now. The stay at the BN Go Stars is 90% off at this stage, and it's now between Kumasi and Kotoko and the first division Turkish club. It is an area of Mokono could review contracts now. The about we see in the back, but then. Offer ne papa person Kotoko, no offer person Kotoko. Ain't no say omuko review na se scan room no Kotoko de man no say so many by the end of this week maybe Charles Mfi will become Kumasi and Kotoko's third signing for the upcoming season. Into the one of the amount. Now, at the University of Ghana Sports Complex, Golden Cakes and the Kumasi and Kotoko and about MTN FA Cup final. Now, Golden Cakes ever bought MTN FA Cup quarter final. Kumasi. I don't know semi final. Acquah. Now, on the ball quarter final. Kumasi no. I'm the player be by. One now show 10 JC no. So you can go back and watch the game. Now I go show brand no 10 JC Emma Golden Cakes. Now, on the ball quarter finals no Baba Sports Stadium no. A brand here now no 10 JC a friend of that Costa Owusu no. I mean Obobo man so football fan be Baba any. So the brand ne jibwa o control ball mfinfin ho. No utimi etwe. No ne striker etimi linky play. No more exchanging passes when anymore. No. I mean, it was a delight to watch. So, Da Costa was more than more boy in the MTN FA Cups, you know, SO teams need be any. Now, I want to break Chelsea, any between United for a contact, a brand and then penny for say, and command, you know, Senka, mobile season, you be a compass on the neighbor. Now, I'm going to semi final game, you know, Acquah, Media's new TNA Park, you know. And a media man from penny phones so share branch and I'm saying no, here branch. So media man so enemy dim come. In the 3 teams way and then their branch and then penny for dim come, a promise a transfer offer at the end of the season. And come on mate and say after the semi-final game at Acquah, Kotoko from penny phones and a branch and Acquah also could dim come. In the 4 Premier League clubs. HC Da Costa Owusu of Golden Cakes. Bekum Chelsea, Bechi United, Mediama SC, and Kumasi and Kotoko. On Sunday, in the MTN FA Cup final, Da Costa Owusu ebe feature a Golden Cakes team or Omni Kotoko Bebono. Into no minimum say right after the final, Kotoko 4 and the Golden Cakes in penny for Eddie Nkwon baby, no more sign Branton and Manabe player. And I say Da Costa also will prefer a move to any of the other 3 clubs there. But I'm telling you on this channel, say Kotoko is also on the chase for Da Costa Usu of Golden Cakes. Inti Bechem Brekum Mediama, Sanaya Mosamon Kwan, Amani Abranton and Dinkomo. Abranton and Bedia Juma next season. Kotoko Fonso de Omwaji. Inti Mobi Bia, Monyan and Tem. Now you say you do more shimbre. Into player be no one so the year and only be Dinkomo, or China team Biashi Jesse. Because will be player no Biashi Jesse, but at that time or not. Acromanical. Now, Acquah has a folk for minimum 7 former player. It hasn't become official, right? Into the Mamenkas will player, but then conversations coming and say Abrante Michael Ampadu. I mean, Michael Ampadu was one of the astute right backs in the Ghana Premier League. Drew Babina, among Fokra, a Bonidinsi and Fanenko, and Command Kobo Black Stars. Now Michael Ampadu, Ebobo, Emma Legon Cities. Anna, saa time na Kotoko, any Christopher Nate in Sense Nabano, na Christopher Nate Pesoko. So when Christopher Nate left for Accra Great Olympics, Anna Kotoko for a year, one is a more for Michael Ampadu, if Legon Cities had been replaced. Anna House of Folk for 8 Snatcher Brant and Edenoko House of Folk. Now, Michael Ampadu born home then, right back with humanity when we year. Now, last season, Coach Obakawa thought about Arsenal. Anna Michael Ampadu a year late for training. Anna coach at TNT and a Kakao training grounds. Now, coach Tia Brant and I said, on also can be a coach. Into coach Buffy said Papa Penny, my Kawas, and now also can be area. One day, say. And then penny for catching a branch my company say, Kebeya, Concopa coach and Bocawata chow. Because we a penny, Uncle, on fan a body in chow. And I branch my company catch a house and penny for and say, so be power chow and a beman in your body be a body on panacho. Inti a baye, I mean, as someone more because who coach at Tiao now the panacho now some copa. I mean, it raises a whole lot of concerns about your attitude, and who play an Accra or passion, and who career what choose. But then Michael Ampadu and Papa coach about Kawata. Until last season, when featured, I think he featured him just once because I know Krano. Alaja can be more any honorable day to see one when they do 2-man or money. This season, Michael Ampadu has become an outcast in the House of Folk Center. The contract about in Penifua catch and say. It's looking likely so coach Abakawata retina into no Obia Obaye when an Yakasa Panacha won't be Panacha all day. Omunjini so between Juma. So when his contract expires at the end of this month, Omobeyanka Ompe baby and Kobo in the ball. And on that, me picture say a branch Michael Ampadu say no crown or find a wandering nada. And Uncle catcher has for Senko on the contract. And I say on your money discussion here, he's not ready to renew the contract. Mushishe when I say Bibiani Go Stars and then I say Moji Ghana Premier League, any Brantena I say Africa no more kono or the Michael Ampadu neighbor no right back home. It's Michael Ampadu has for every catcher and they say on pe baby intina and on pe baby in fan on ball. Now Michael Ampadu so one also catch us for say almost form team because he's joining the latest champions of the Ghana Premier League, our Mokobo African Champions League. So Michael Ampadu will be joining BBN Go Stars around next week. So class for a community need to be banned around this week. Oma catch but it hasn't become official. So we await the official confirmation of the termination or the run out of Michael Ampadu's contract at House of Folk. If it becomes official, then Michael Ampadu will have the liberty to negotiate with any club. The one on also BBN Go Stars contract will become official, and then he will sign as a new player for BBN Go Stars. Now, yes, I'm Kotoko. Last week, my catcher said, Assembly Kotoko. Now, Assembly Kotoko, now, Asama, Ding Pass, and the catcher. But then I still give you some hints on that story. and nasa asem na efa brante Justice Blay in Koko. Na unim say Justice Blay ya brante bi a Kotoko no ofi media mabai wa boache fans ne pena asem obobo wi a omututu ska free stance mu no na nije, right? Everything works for him. Somewhere around October last year, and on the contract 2 year, and I Justice Blay catching penny for say or person call or couple the ball no baby for. And I got company for Mark Justice Blay a contract renewal of 2 years. Now compare some money 1 year because now about 2 years in the fitness will form will be more ball no. So they gave him a 2 years contract. Now in the contract, not Justice Blay was looking for 10,000 Ghana cedis a month. And I could focus on the man 7,005, right? So at the end of the day, only now compromising almost stands and on my brand 9,000 Ghana cedis. Now 9,000 Ghana cedis, it was subject to some level of matches at brand and if Justice Blay plays 65% of matches at Kotoko, it means that the second year contract is activated. I mean, yeah. If he's unable to play due to injury and fitness concerns, then his contract will be terminated. This was the contract that Kotoko Justice Blay a renew year last year. Now, Kotoko Acquah match be US. And 1 or 2 Sudanese players in Acquah Jane, you know. Omujane ya, omo bi ma ikohu ba ko Egypt last week, you know. Now, omo Acquah US, you know. Anna Justice Blay ye man a 5 years US visa. Na ready said you Ghana ni footballer wedi 32. Na wako bobo ba ko America. Ni a stamping a passport to man a 5 years visa. Okay, one ka be dey. So you can team na abo no be ka so na wi na nka padam ukonya US division 4 bi bokora na dollars you the bagana I mean bibiri into Justice Blay passport or 5 years US visa or J visa no 6 months in Mumbai. Justice Blay catch a company for say ebe yanka adwuma na obeye mom a year the contract no omo terminate nanka onkobobo e obe for oso abesun bi be ma be ye bi wa be ni nyina nti ebe ya ka contract akotokofo na le sign no komunja nyama ne nko na enema Justice Blay ka ko se mpenifo nyama ne nko no menti ase Justice Blay se wanyi dodo nto mo ma ne nko sabi footballer de wanyi na so wuja ebo de ana se wo retire ana now the also retire no munya ma nko na se Justice Blay person ono so kono ni team bi ekoye ase only team here agree but on person team ni better no o person oko free na say the contract no koje sign one fee bi ana. But then the main issue is that Justice Blay communicate am akot company for say after Sunday's Africa final game no omunja ma nenko empanifo nyanti ase minim de be empanifo na ate ase because Justice Blay no a darling boy and a fan favorite into any delay no we are supporters no better so atwe. But the boy wants to go and the management is keeping hold of him. So obeko so onko there. I'm running Krabia the betcha. My last story I'm be sorry no Samba O'Neil. Now Samba O'Neil a Congo player last season and Kotoko for ton. Now mama Samba O'Neil a 2-year deal. 2-year deal. Now Samba O'Neil ba Kotoko no board ye wa Bobby ultimu se defender ni Bermani ujina chirono ma na se mpo mutimi push ne badie no abegina mfinhwo no na o detect the play. Samba O'Neil anya offer from Tanzania. Samba O'Neil anya another offer from Rwanda. Intino we see offers ne ba Kotoko for minim sa Kotoko for be jema ma Samba O'Neil akodia. But then Samba has offers from Tanzania and Rwanda on Kotoko stable. Kotoko to Zakaria Fuseni, Kotoko Joseph Abro. So Kotoko consider the defenders no bet me ama Samba Acquah minim die. But then I don't think Kotoko will be ready to negotiate with any club for the transfer of Samba now, because only like a renewal contract from us and that I think a month ago I'm a BB Acquah. But then the guy has offers from Rwanda and Tanzania, and we are waiting to see whether he will be transferred out or he will stay at Kotoko for next season. For winning somewhere in every 10 June 2025, we be down on football 360. So I was so nya bring nya daje na me di dwuma yi na was so be ka me ho na wo de wadaje FM me na be hwe enumere may pick stories be if I get it in hold and if it becomes wholesome for your consumption enumere misalo be share bi for the evening bites me da was bi so nya bring na aje pene na hwe me on football 360. So the me sha ase me kan no obe like obe share ma onye bi obe comment na afi wa subscribe na obe ka bushia no ho onya video ya yesama me na ma onye anya bi na onye anso nya bi na onye anso nya bi drop your adwen in comment section subscribe na make football 360 bushia ho ni enu ni ka so bu e wo ye channel so me da wase a enya ado me da wase a ebru me da wase a ahenewa manwasi Acquah.